24. I did one. I did 14.
Episode 24. It's okay.
Episode 14 plus 10.
Welcome back.
Why is this so bright?
I
Welcome
don't
back.
know. I was actually going to ask you that. But, per usual, going in raw, but I'm going to tell you the story before I forget. So, I went to go get gas at Costco. Okay? And I'm like just chilling there. And then all of a sudden I hear like this lady yelling at another lady. And like the one that's being yelled at is like this old Filipino lady. And the lady yelling at her was like, "You need to move." And then the Filipino lady's like, "Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous." She's yo. I know, I felt so bad. And then she was like getting yelled at by this lady, and then like basically, so obviously like the two cars, right? What the lady's trying to do is like go through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no space. Like there's no space. And like honestly, at that time of night, there was so many other open ones. Like you could either just be patient or find another one, you know? Anyway, she was trying to make her way into the middle. And then like the lady was like, "You need to move." And then this lady's like, "Oh my god, I'm so nervous," and whatever. And then like the Filipino lady was like, she was like, "I'm not going to move." Because she's already pumping gas. Like she
gas
has
already going.
Yeah, like she has no reason to move, you know? And then like the lady is just like, "You bitch," or whatever, and just cussing her out. And the Filipino lady's like, "Oh my god, in Jesus' name," in Jesus' name. And she's like rebuking this hoe, right? Which I totally get. Yeah, but she was like, "Oh my god, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name." And I'm just like looking, just watching, because I'm like, holy shit, this is getting crazy, right? And then like the Filipino lady gets her phone and like starts recording. And then the lady tries to like fit her car in the middle, ends up scraping both cars. And then like the gas attendant guy is like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," because he can like hear like the cars like
scraping.
Yeah. And then the Filipino is like, "See, if you would just apologize. If you would," she has her phone. She's like fucking recording everything. And then like the lady's still cussing her out. And then she's like, "Apologize in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name." Bro, I was like, this is way too fucking late for this shit. I gotta go home.
That's in Jesus' name.
I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, the lady like trying to get to the middle was like completely wrong.
Yeah.
But it was just the way that the lady was handling the situation. Yeah. I was like, this is really interesting. Yeah. The boys were like, "What's going on?" I was like,
You're like, I don't know. It's about to be a murder, maybe. No idea.
Crazy though, right? In Costco.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people get wild at Costco.
People are getting wild in general in public. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been. Yeah. That.
Yeah.
We should color coordinate more often.
All I have is black.
Well, I always wear black too, but because it's black and purple this time, so it's like really working. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I was like, I really hope he doesn't have what I have on. I would die if like you turned your camera on and you have like a spaghetti strap.
Well, I can't wear like cutoffs right now because
farmer's tan.
The farmer's tan is farming right now.
It's okay, it happens.
We're talking like Trav here, brown, dark brown here.
That's okay. But yeah, I had to share that story before I forgot. But man, it sucks though because I had to drive away. I kind of wanted to like stay.
See what happened. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You rolled on your window. You're like, "Can you guys wrap this up? I'm trying to, I'm emotionally invested now, so just want to see how this ends."
I would have stayed if I didn't have the kids.
And then she's like, in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. I was like, oh my God, this lady. I mean, she's not doing anything wrong, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
No.
the way she was, you know.
It's the reactions though.
Yeah, getting
Like if I
cussed
was yelling
at.
at someone and they were like, in Jesus' name, I'm like, what the fuck does Jesus have to do with it?
Well, because they're trying to rebuke your ass, which I would. Shit. If
Nah, I
some
don't
weird
know.
ass shit was happening to me, well, if somebody was cussing me out, that's something else. But like, if there was like some weird, like demonic, fucking crazy crackhead or some shit, yeah, I would rebuke that.
Nah, I wouldn't. I'd just be like, this guy's a crackhead.
Yeah,
What's
and
going on
I'm
right now?
rebuking you, crackhead.
I'm like, Jesus can't save you, crackhead.
Yes, he can.
That's what rehab is for. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know why you're like you're fucking like touching their forehead or some shit. Weird. Well, let me get to the intro before I fucking forget. Welcome back. Episode 24. Just Platonic. Yeah, right this time. 24.
Yeah.
We hope that you are doing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Summer
Staying hydrated.
has yeah, I was just gonna say summer has officially started. Kids are out of school. We finally get to sleep in. But now we have these
Summer
munchkins.
hasn't officially started. Technically.
Summer has
Not until the
started.
21st. Not until the 21st.
The kids are at summer break. So summer break has started. And now we have to deal with
My
them.
sleeves.
Jesus.
They're all like uneven.
This man will not let me get through the fucking intro.
Sorry, I was looking at myself.
It's all good. All good.
You know how it is.
What was I saying?
Sorry. Go ahead. Summer break. The kids are on summer break.
And now they're just dinglings at home.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have to deal with it. So,
Yep.
yeah, maybe I'll not say don't do drugs at the end of the pod. But yeah, so per usual, we are on that mission to 100. Definitely working towards our goal. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you're listening on any audio platform, leave us a review, follow.
It's a straw. I was spazzing out.
I'm so sorry. To any of the audio fucking listeners, Enrique is like on a different one right now for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, leave us a review of how fucking
this.
weird this guy is. So yeah.
Yeah. But road to 100, it's more important than the random straw that was in the camera.
Yeah. And
I was like, what's on the beanbag? And then I turned around and there was nothing there. But road to 100.
That's it.
Super important.
Just
sorry, I'm scatterbrained.
Little
all over the place.
Little intro. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD.
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry. This episode is like all over the fucking place. But just stick with us. I promise we have like some
no, it's good. It's good coming up.
we have some stuff. It's just
there's a little bit of structure now. You know.
A little bit, yeah, which is nice. It's just now maybe, intro should be a little bit more structured.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thank you for the structure, by the way. That was a good call on your end, for sure.
Thanks. This isn't a
Things
meeting,
flow better.
my guy. This is our podcast.
I know, but I'm saying
it's all good. Let's get to the fun fact.
Yeah.
So, this episode we're actually going to be covering some true crime stuff. Enrique kind of has like a little story. I'm gonna go over one of the documentaries recently that I watched on Netflix. P.S. I feel like we need to do an episode about the Ashley Madison documentary in Netflix.
I didn't watch it yet.
That was pretty interesting.
You watched it?
I did. It was interesting.
So I mean, this is just like talking about people cheating and then getting all their info leaked, because that's what happened, right?
Yeah, but there was certain things of the leak that I wasn't aware of, so we could discuss that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, fun fact. A legal, this is in quotes, okay? A legal murder zone exists in a national park. Would you like to guess?
In a national park.
Mm-hmm.
Murder zone. Like you can murder someone and it's legal there.
Technically.
Is it Yosemite?
Close. Yellowstone.
Interesting.
So, one of the weird facts is that while most of Yellowstone National Park is located in Wyoming, there's a 50-mile section within Idaho. Nobody lives there, meaning no jury pool. So if someone committed murder and went on trial and invoked their Sixth Amendment right to be tried in front of a jury from the state and district where the crime occurred, there would be no jury. So a trial by jury would be impossible, meaning they could potentially get away with murder.
So
Yeah. So
that
right
has like
now,
legit movie written all over it. If I was a good writer, I'd be all about that right now.
yeah. So right now there is an Idaho legislator that is currently trying to get Congress to officially close that loophole.
Yeah, as they should, right? Like, let's not have loopholes like that at all.
Crazy, right? I mean, like, imagine someone actually like knowing that. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is that the crime has to occur there, right? So it can't be like you do it at home and then you move
Yeah, so it'd
their
have to be
body
like, yo,
there.
man,
Let me take
you
you
want to go
out
on
to
a random
Idaho.
hike?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what would happen.
They're like, I hear you can see the northern lights right now. We have to go to this very specific spot though.
Yeah. Yeah, and someone
And I would die
could do
because I
that.
want to see the
I know, say I would die too.
murder lights, northern lights.
Murder.
I said murder lights because I really want to see the northern lights. I'm kind of jealous that like half the country saw them.
I definitely want to see the northern lights too. So yeah, I would be the idiot that's like,
Yeah,
let me see. Go on a fucking 50-mile hike.
yeah. And I'm already there dead. You just randomly see the body. You're like, at least I'm not the only one that was dumb enough to do this.
Oh yeah. What was Andrew Schultz with his? He's like, oh, there's Lululemons in the back alley.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be me for sure. So, but I thought that was a pretty fun
Man.
fact. That's super,
That's interesting.
super good. But you're right. Like that is potential for a movie or like a book or something.
Right?
Um, yeah, kind of crazy.
Especially like hikers going missing type stuff. Like there could be a
All
serial
the
killer just
time.
hanging out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes I get super weird with like if we are like on a hike or whatever, I'm always like, what would I do if I like stumbled across a body?
Poke it with a stick.
No, you would not. You would not.
I feel like I might.
You would not. I'd
Like, yo,
be
mister.
not
Mister, wake up.
sir, ma'am. Sir.
Excuse me, mom, sir.
You would not. No, knowing you and the way that how many dead animals you've seen in the car, you would freak the
Dude,
fuck out.
I'd freak the fuck out.
Yeah, there's no way you're fucking poking it with a
I would
stick.
spaz the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah. You're immediately screaming
Also,
like a
like-
little girl.
So like the thing with the animals though, it's like rodents, and I have a thing with rodents.
Yeah, but this is a dead body.
No, but like I mean, like how rotted away is the body? Is it like a fresh body? Where I could be like, yo, are you okay?
You're gonna ask a fresh dead body, yo, are you okay?
You don't know if the motherfucker's dead.
Yo.
I'm saying like, let's say.
No.
Are you saying murder body? Or are you saying like somebody fell off a cliff body?
No.
Or passed out from dehydration?
There's just a body. If
Like,
there's
but
a
that's what I'm saying.
body,
What
you're
level
not
of
gonna say,
decay
yo,
are we at?
bro, are
No,
you
what level of-
good?
No, what level of decay are we at? Because if it
Are
looks
you
like a
gonna
dude that
look
was
at it?
just, yeah,
You're
if I
gonna
see
know if they're
somebody,
dead.
no, you won't.
Yes, you would.
If it's a freshly dead body,
You would know, and you're gonna ask a dead body if they're good?
you don't know if it's dead. You
You
have to
can
check to
see
see if the
it.
person is dead. So,
You,
but that's what I'm saying. Did they get murdered?
you can see a dead. You
Or did they get murdered? Is there blood everywhere?
I don't know. I didn't think about the fucking
No, so what I'm
scenario.
saying,
I'm
so
just
what I'm saying
saying.
is,
Okay.
because people pass out from dehydration all the time, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you stumble
So
across a body,
you're
meaning
hiking, and you see just like looks
feet,
like
feet's under
looks
a
like
bush.
somebody
Feet's under a
no, looks
bush.
like somebody possibly just passed out.
There's no fucking way they're not gonna be in the walkway. I'm saying if you stumble across a body, that means like their feet are like dangling like under a bush or some like
Yeah, you don't
leaves
know
or
what
some
happened.
shit.
People could just pass out and then
Roll into a bush.
roll.
You fucking you're no, no. You can see if someone's dead,
No,
and there's no. I guarantee you're not gonna be like, "Hey, bro, are you good?
no,
You good, bro? You need some water?" And they're like, "Ah."
no, because I've seen
Just
like
fucking
homeless people where
dead.
I thought they were dead, and I'm like, I wonder if
They're
this
on because
person's
they're on
dead.
drugs.
That's what I'm saying,
But
motherfucker.
you're good. You know a difference between a homeless body and a like a person that you just
No, I'm
stumble
saying
across.
no, I'm saying a homeless person, not like sleeping under a bridge or like sitting next to a power box or a freeway entrance. Dude was asleep in a ditch. Like Pittman or what was it?
So,
Pittman Wash? There's a wash right in Henderson.
so you saw him.
Yes.
Did you say? Did you see if he was okay?
Well, I was with a friend. We were walking up to see if this dude was good. And then we are like, he's probably good.
So you left him anyway. So who cares if the person's good? You're going to leave
I was
anyway.
like in the sixth or
There's
seventh
no
grade.
okay. I'm going okay as an adult. Okay,
Are
if
the kids
you're
with me?
no, just you.
Then I'm checking.
You're going no.
I'm grabbing a
No,
stick
no,
and I'm
listen.
saying, bro, you good?
Listen.
You good? And if the stick pierces the skin because he's jello, then I'm like, that guy's fucking dead. I'm dropping the stick, running away with my knees this fucking high, going.
If I was a cop, I would be like, you poked him with the stick.
I was gonna say, what's up, bro? You good? You need some water? We're hiking here.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give a scenario. Okay, so you're solo. You're walking on your little hike because you have seasonal depression, and you're just trying to get some vitamin D. And you're walking, and then you see feet under like a tumbleweed bush. You're like, what the fuck? Okay, and it's a fully clothed person that look like it doesn't look like they have hiking gear. It's not like they were fucking going hiking. They're just clothed. Maybe one shoe is gone, so one foot
Oh,
is
one shoe is
barefoot.
gone. I'm like, this person's probably dead. But that's what I'm saying.
But
So I was
but
asking
do you
what
go
level of
check?
decay.
But you go check? Do you go check?
I wouldn't go close. I'd walk around to see what else I could see
I would
while I'm
be
like calling the cops.
I would be far and then like zoom in on my phone to see their face.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
go close because like what if this is a rabid
It's a
zombie crackhead, right? Fucking like bath salts eating my face. I'd go from a distance, walk like probably like, let's say this is the trail, right? Straight
Yeah.
ahead.
Yep,
You
yep,
see
yep.
some legs over here.
Yeah.
I'm going this way onto the other side of the trail
Yeah.
to the fuck loop as far around as I can to be able to see like, does this person have a face? Are they bleeding? While I'm calling the cops though.
Okay, you don't have cell service.
I'm taking pictures and then I'm leaving
You-
and calling the cops.
You're going to take pictures?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna call because I'm eventually gonna call the cops. I'm not gonna be like, well, I think it was over here. I think it was right here. Like I'm.
Oh my gosh. So
It's like when you
so
park your car
okay,
somewhere where
but
you're not used to. Take pictures of where you park your
okay,
car.
okay, but I'm just saying like you
This is where I
would
parked the dead body.
so you so you pin your location.
Right?
So you would not go check though.
Not if they're missing a shoe and you can tell they're dead. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay, what happens you go back to where you can get cell service. You call the cops, right? And then like
Hmm.
park ranger shows up, okay? Park ranger's like,
Hmm.
"Sir, let me see this dead body." Right? And you're like, "Yep, got it. I pinned the location like, here we go."
Oh,
Right?
I'm
And
showing
then
pictures while we're walking there. You see this motherfucker's
yeah,
face?
he's it's like on your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude ain't got no shoes on either. Like,
Okay, you get back to the location and it's
and it's gone.
gone.
I'm gone. I am fucking gone. I'm like, no, nope. There's a fucking zombie here. I was just showing you the pictures. That's the bush, bro. And then the park ranger's like, relax, relax. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking relax. There's a fucking zombie out here in the We gotta get back to your fucking truck. It's probably over there waiting for us. It's gonna pop out from behind the seat when we get in there.
Would you trip the fuck out?
Yeah, 100%. If
I
it
would
like,
I would throw up.
cause like so, like the details of it, right? Like the
Yeah.
missing shoe.
Yeah.
The details of it are what is gonna like mess with me. So like the missing shoe is gonna tell me that person's dead,
Right.
right? If they're fully clothed,
Yeah.
look like they have shoes on,
Yeah, yeah,
both
yeah.
shoes on. I'm like, this person might not be dead. They might just be passed out.
Okay.
But like how dirty are they? Does it look like they were in fucking mud because it rained the other day?
Yeah.
That kind of shit's gonna like be like, oh yeah, this guy's dead for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's say like they looked fresh. And then
If
when
they
you
look fresh,
did
I might check. That's
like
what I'm saying. I
touch
might
them?
check. That's why I'm saying I would poke them with a stick. I'm not
Okay.
gonna touch them, even if they're alive. I wouldn't touch them with my hand. I, I'm germophobic.
Oh my gosh.
Like it sounds weird, but I would poke them with a stick 100%.
Knowing me, I would treat it like you know when like you stare at the kids and you're like waiting to see like their chests go up to see
Yeah.
if they're breathing. I would just be sitting there like staring. Like are
Like
they,
so like
are they moving?
maybe poking with a stick isn't the first thing I would do. If I saw legs sticking out and they had shoes on, right?
I
Both
would
shoes,
be in
where
a
I think they
panic.
might be alive, I'd like kind of nudge their foot.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And
Hey
then
man,
if they're
you good,
dead,
bro? You good?
okay, yeah, they're fresh. They're fresh, right? And you go check and you're like, yo, bro, you good? And they're dead, right? And you go get park ranger guy, you take your pictures, all that, and you come back and it's gone.
Oh, I'm still fucking gone. I'm like, I don't know why they're fucking gone, but zombies might be real, sir. We need to get the fuck out of here.
I'm going straight to church.
But I also like, I don't think I would look for a pulse.
Oh, fuck no.
You know what I mean? Like, cause you could check for a pulse,
No, 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 no.
but I don't think I'm gonna do all that.
Oh no. Because that's
I'm
that's
gonna,
that's opener of a zombie movie. That's
yeah.
how you get
You
fucking
check for the
bit
pulse in
up.
the neck, they just fucking bite your hand really
Yes.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would like touch them with my hand. That's why I said poke them with a stick or like kick their foot.
Oh no, I wouldn't do any of that. I wouldn't touch them. I wouldn't poke them with anything. I would stare to see if I could see breathing.
Nah.
And I'm gonna leave
But
because
I mean,
I'm
so
scared.
that's the thing. That's the thing though. Like it's my reactions based like solely on if I think they're dead or not. And then like how dirty they are, if their leg is still there, if they both have still shoes, if they have both shoes still, that kind of stuff's going to be like, should I check to see if this person's alive or do I assume they're dead? You know what I mean?
No. No matter what, if I see somebody laying in a bush, I'm leaving.
No, no.
I'm
Like you don't know if people need help.
go- I'll leave a water bottle and then I'm leaving.
Chuck the water bottle at him. If he moves, he's alive.
Yeah, no, that's too scary. I would, like, knowing me, I would instantly start crying.
If I was checking though, I'd be like looking around to make sure there's no like random other people.
Oh my god, yeah, seriously.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's why I don't want to check. It's just too scary. It's just way too scary.
But I mean,
Yeah.
that's why. No, that's not why I would check. But like, you just never know. I guess is why I would check. But I'd still be like, this person has both shoes. They might still be alive. I'd be
Mm-mm.
like looking around to make sure like no one's gonna jump out from this other bush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, but you're talking.
And
We're
Ted
going.
Bundy, my ass, just be like, "Hey, my car broke down. Can you help me fix it?" Be like, "You got it, Ted. Let's go help you."
Yeah, that would happen to you.
It might. It might. So
That's scary.
like the kids ask why I help people though, because like we saw somebody with like a broke down car. I helped them push it to the like push it a bit.
Oh yeah, that's
You know?
normal. I would do that too. Well,
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
like,
like push it. I'd
what's
say
the
like, "Hey,
difference
like
between
I'll
like?
because they're alive." I can
Well,
see
you gotta
that they're
check if the
alive.
person's alive. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No.
kick their foot.
No. No. Fuck no. Nope. If I'm walking and I see feet under a bush, I'm going the opposite way. ASAP.
But are you calling the cops
Oh,
immediately?
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run and call the cops. And then I'm going to say, I saw feet.
I see. I seen feet,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What kind of feet were? Like, was it a pedicure? Did they look like Flintstone feet?
I don't know,
What's
but
going on
I
here?
know
What
it's
are we
not a.
working with here?" You're like, "Well, it's a dude,
Yeah, I'm be like, I don't know, but this time it's not just a
and his
normal
ankle was
person.
flipped the other direction, so I think he's dead."
Yeah, no. I'd be so scared. So I don't even know how we got on that subject, but
Yeah,
it's
that was
okay.
weird.
But fun little tangent. So, I don't know. Do you want me to just go into mine, or do you still want
Yeah,
to talk about yours?
doesn't matter. Go ahead and do yours, because mine was talked about when we were on stream one time, so I could just always throw it in later.
Okay. So, did you watch the documentary?
No.
Okay. So, this is the documentary so far on Netflix called "What Jennifer Did." Um, I knew about this case a long time ago, so thought it was interesting that it was on Netflix. That's why I watched it. So, figured. I mean, I'm still gonna like give details and everything, but it's
Mhm.
still like worth the watch, just
Yeah,
because like you could see how she reacts like during the interrogations.
yeah. I
Because
kind of want to watch because like this is gonna sound weird. Being a bad kid, I want to see how obvious it is that other people are lying.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So I watch a lot of true crime and everything, and like when I do watch like the interrogations and stuff, like you can tell right away when someone's like lying, but there are some that are like you're like, damn, like I kind of believe this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. So back up real quick. Have you seen um like I Am a Killer on
No.
Netflix? So you would really, really like that series. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of based on what you just told me about like you like to see like the human behavior of like lying and seeing if
Hmm.
like you can tell. All right, so what happens is that it's told like the first part of the story is told from the inmate, right?
Okay.
Of like the story of like what happened, right? And a
Hmm.
lot of them are very remorseful and like they give like the details, like they have nothing to lose at this point, right? And so in the beginning, you're kind of like, damn, like not like you can empathize, but you can kind of sympathize. You could kind of be like, oh, like, because there's some where it's like it's not just like a blatant like murder, right?
Crimes of passion, shit like that.
They truly were kind of like wrong time, wrong place kind of thing,
Hmm.
in a way, okay. But
Okay.
anyways, because it's told from the inmate, it's very personal. of like how everything happened. Then like the kind of like the second half of it is like you hear like from the victim's family, right? And then like the detectives like that were on that case. And that's when you're like, damn, I was actually kind of feeling fucking bad for you. But now because of like the evidence and like what the victims like family are saying, like your story is like your story's your story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like they kind of like made up this story for them to believe themselves of like what has happened.
To justify action.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I really thought it was interesting because there are some that I was like, oh my God, I feel bad for this guy. And then like I hear the victims, like the family, and I'm just like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit. And he's like a serial, like fucking pathological liar. But it's just interesting that they did it that way. Like they started the first half with like the inmate telling the story.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So
like,
super interesting.
What's it called? I'm a murderer?
It's like I'm a killer or something. Something. I'll find it for you. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So what Jennifer did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this is a story of a girl. That's literally what I wrote. I said, this is a story about a girl. But now I have the fucking song stuck in my head. But it's about this bitch, Jennifer, who
Bitch?
Seriously.
Wasn't her mom's name Bitch?
Yeah.
BICH?
Yeah. Shit. So this girl hires hitmen to kill her parents. And
yeah,
it's
this
so
daughter of bitch.
It's so fucked up. So fucked up. So basically, I think at this point when it happened, she was like 24. Which is crazy because like
because you're a whole ass adult.
Yeah, you're a grown ass adult. But I felt like mentally though, she was like not 24. Like when you do watch like her interrogations and like the way that she is, like for some reason the way that she presents herself, it's not like a 24-year-old. Like she's like
a very teenager.
Yeah, like I feel like she was like 16. Like she was like a 16-year-old for some reason. And I don't blame that on like the parents if she was like sheltered or whatever, like didn't do shit or whatever. Like you're a whole ass adult.
Yeah.
Like you should be, but it is what it is. Anyways, so her parents were basically like the tiger parents, right? Where like in like the Asian household, like they're very strict, right? Especially with like education. They want you to be like a doctor and a lawyer and a nurse or whatever.
Oh, wait, pause. I saw this thing where like they're trying to change grades from like an 84% to 100 is an A. Just because you're bringing up Asian parents. And I was thinking about it and I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Because like an 84 to 100 is an A, and then like a 69 to an 83 is a B. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So I would have been a straight A student.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I would have had some B's in high school, but I would have had a lot of straight A's.
Yeah, I would have had a lot of straight A's too. But yeah.
But yeah, sorry.
So no, don't be. So yeah, so she was just kind of like brought up in like this really strict like household of like expectations are high, like playing piano, you can't have a boyfriend, like you got to go to college, like all that, right? I don't need to like dive too much into that, but
yeah.
And for some reason,
if
like
you're
she
listening
just
and you're Asian, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Because I'm not a nurse. Yeah. But anywho, so yeah, for some reason Jennifer just couldn't fucking pan out and just fucking, oh my god, it's so funny because her name's Jennifer Pan and I said pan out. Anyway, she just couldn't fucking keep up with this bitch, right?
Yeah.
To the point where she didn't even like graduate high school. I guess she was just like shit in school and like she just fucking.
She like failed like calculus or something.
She just failed everything. She just failed everything.
She made a fake diploma.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just think that like, I don't know. Maybe she should have just. I I don't know. Maybe she should have just been honest to her parents and be like, bro,
I'm
dumb.
dumb.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't. And just deal with the wrath, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know. Whoa. That was weird. I'm scared. Anyways. I don't want to talk about it because I'm scared. Okay, so.
But like, right? Like, just tell your parents you're like, you're making me do so much shit.
Yeah. Like,
Like, the piano pushed the calculus out, and that's why I'm dumb,
yeah.
guys. Like,
something, right?
I can
But
only do so much, right? Yeah.
get this, right? So you're right. She didn't even graduate high school. She made a fake ass diploma, right? Then her parents thought that she was like going to go to a university, which she obviously didn't get to. She didn't even fucking graduate high school. So she like made up a lie that she was going to like Ryerson or some shit like that. And then eventually she was going to like the University of Toronto or some shit. But yeah, she made a fake diploma, fake like she probably did like fake acceptance letters to everything, like fake transcripts, fake grades for everything. And I'm like, already, like, you're
Yeah.
cuckoo.
That's a lot. I've
That's a
made fake
lot.
report cards
I've
for myself.
forged signatures. I didn't make
Yeah.
shit.
But like,
I wasn't fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can fucking like making shit. But this is what she was
Frank
doing.
Abagnale.
Yeah, oh my gosh. But so
Such a good movie. But yeah, like,
I love that
yeah.
movie. It's my favorite movie. But and she did this shit for 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Then the fucked up part, well, this whole thing is fucked up. Her parents would like in the beginning they would drop her off to her classes. And
Did
like
they really?
at the school, yes, like they would drop her off and instead of like going to class, I mean she walked into like
Yeah, walked in the
property,
building.
right, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she would just like go to the libraries and she actually studied the actual like topics of whatever subject that she was supposed to be on, just so she had proof
to
that she
fill
was
out,
going
yeah,
to
like
school.
fill out notebooks and stuff to make it seem like
Yeah.
she's actually studying. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember reading that.
Yeah, so she was like, she even like bought like used textbooks. She just like made notes to like stuff into like the textbooks and stuff and like actually
Yeah.
like study. And I'm like, girl, at this point, if you're studying
Just
it,
fucking
just
study.
go to school. Right? Like you're doing so much of like you're
This is yeah.
doing
Like,
so much of the legwork already, like you
right.
might as well
Right.
go to school.
Get something out of it.
So
Like, and so like that's the thing, right? Like
crazy.
so many lies just piled on to where it just kind of like
Yeah.
it was nonstop. You were stuck.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
And
just
that's why I don't lie no more.
same here.
I've
So
been stuck there. I know what it's like. Not
Same-
not like
same
kill my
here.
parents, like, but like
right.
You know,
Yeah. I've definitely been, yeah, I know what you mean. That's why living a good, honest life has definitely been amazing. But yeah, so she forged all that shit. Fucking studied, even though fucking you just needed proof.
yeah.
But during the times that she was supposed to be at her classes, she also like picked up like day shifts at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
She taught piano on the
She taught
side.
piano. Yep.
Yeah, she like bartended at her boyfriend's like little pizza joint or whatever. And then like her dad was like, "Hey, like you going to like University of Toronto? Like what's up?" And then of course she lied again, and then she said that she was accepted into the school's pharmacology program.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of lies already. So
Yeah.
I just think that like if you was already lying, like you should have like got your GED or some shit and
Right.
then I don't know,
Right.
do something good with it.
Done something, right?
Yeah. But she was like she was caught up in the dick. So I think what started like her whole idea of like this, I don't know, murder for hire thing or whatever was that because she was like in the pharmacology program or whatever, she said that she was going to start like volunteering at like some blood testing lab in somewhere. But it required her to work on the evenings, like late nights on Fridays and the weekend. Obviously, she just wanted to be with her man, right?
Mhm.
So because at this point, she already like persuaded her parents to allow her to stay at a friend's house 3 days a week,
Oh
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
closer to the school.
Yeah.
So her parents were like, all right, I guess like that's fine. But then she was like, she was taking a little bit more because she's already there 3 days a week. Like midweek, she wanted the late nights and the weekends also. So she made up like this, hey, I'm gonna volunteer at this like blood testing lab or whatever.
Yeah.
So her parents were like, okay, like that's fine, whatever, right? So they let her like stay at the friend's house like even longer. But then her dad started to notice, she was like, you don't wear a uniform.
You don't wear a uniform. You don't have a badge.
Yeah, you
I
don't
remember
wear a
reading that. Yeah,
uniform
yeah.
and you don't have a badge. So he was, getting sus with what
Yeah.
she was doing, which I would
Yeah.
too. I would have caught that like that. I'd have been like, what the fuck? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then so one day her parents were like, hey, like, we're gonna drop you off then at this lab or some shit. So when they dropped her off, like, she like ran inside like the emergency room, like waiting room, and like just stayed there until like they left. But then there was another time where like they secretly followed her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then realized like she wasn't going to
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So then her parents called the friend and it was like, yo, what's up? Is she staying there? Like, what's going on? And then the friend was like, she's never even been here.
Yeah. Friend was like, I don't even talk to that bitch no more.
Exactly. Yeah. So obviously her parents are probably fucking furious, right? And they're
Yeah.
like, who the fuck have you been staying with? And she's obviously been with her boyfriend, staying with her boyfriend and his parents or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, all for some dick. And that's when Jennifer like confessed that like she didn't volunteer at the lab. She never went to University of Toronto. She was staying at her boyfriend's house the whole time. Everything just like kind of came out, right?
Yeah.
So her dad oh my god, this part is so heartbreaking too. Her dad wanted to kick her out. And
Yeah.
her
Mom wanted to keep.
mom,
Her mom talked her out of it. Yeah.
that's so fucked
Or
up.
talked him out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she fucking died. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, you were like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like, you was about to get kicked
Yep.
out, and then, oh, it's so aggravating. So fucked
You ever
up.
been kicked out?
No, I kicked myself out.
I got kicked out once.
Yeah, so did Travis.
Yeah.
But he got kicked out forever. But not because he did anything wrong. It was just,
Oh, I got kicked out because I did something wrong.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's a sad
sucked.
story. But yeah, so it was so messed up because her mom definitely like wanted her to like stay, right? And
Yeah.
talked her dad out of
I
like
mean,
kicking her out.
it's your kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then her parents like took like her phone and her laptop like for like 2 weeks or whatever. And then when she was able to use her electronics, that's when it just had to be like when they were like around, right? And like they would
Mm-hmm.
have to like check her phone at like random times. They even like tracked the miles on her car.
On her car to make sure she was going where she was supposed to.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
and they also like prohibited her like from seeing Daniel, her boo.
You know what's funny? All of this stuff happened to me as far as restrictions go, except I was not 24 years old.
That's crazy. Let's find out when her birthday
But
is.
like,
So
oh,
so
keep going. I'm gonna look that up right now, actually.
yes. So at this point, right, like she's like on house arrest basically from her parents, right? And Daniel's like, yo, I can't be fucked with you. Like, I need to be with a girl that could she's a Gemini. Is she?
June 17th,
She's a fucking
1986.
Gemini. You crazy motherfucker.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Y'all in a mix of crazy. I rebuke you in Jesus' name.
Damn, that's nuts.
Crazy.
That is nuts.
Wow. That just gave me the chills. That's crazy. So
I wasn't
Anywho,
expecting that. I kind of. I
yeah, that
was
was
like,
a
nah. She is
fun.
she gonna be a Scorpio? She's gonna be a Capricorn or
No,
something.
no, no. So, good little tangent, but now we
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
If you're a Gemini, you're crazy.
yeah,
So, anywho, so Daniel's like, yo, I can't be fucked with you no more. Like, I need a girl that's just like, I don't like, it's just free. You know what I mean? Like, no fucking parents to worry about. Like, all this
yeah,
bullshit that like have to go with you or doing with you, whatever. So then he like starts dating this girl like Christine, right? So he moved on like pretty quick. Obviously, Jennifer was heartbroken, right? And then she even like went through like crazy attempts to like get his attention again, saying that like she opened the door for somebody and it was like a group of guys that like gang raped her.
yeah,
Yeah, and then like said like she was getting like envelopes with like bullets in it and said like it was like from Christine, like her ex's like new boo or
new
whatever.
chick. Yeah,
Just crazy stuff, right? But then somehow they end up like reconnecting, and that's when like the actual plan of like the murder for her parents like happened,
yeah,
which is so sad because that wasn't like the first plan, by the way, because they found out that like she was like trying to like get this one guy to like do like a drive-by shooting at, like on her dad like at work.
yeah, yeah. At work. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember reading
And
that.
she like gave him the money and then he just scammed her. He just didn't
Yeah, he just didn't do
yeah,
it.
he just
Yeah,
ghosted her.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'm about to just go on Craigslist. Like, y'all need
She
somebody 86?
No, you
Zell
can't
me.
do you can't do that shit on Craigslist. Stupid ass. Yeah. So now like leading up to like the actual night of the murder, her mom came home from line dancing, I believe. And so like they were I think they were called okay, there's two stories that I've heard of this
Okay.
event. I believe that on the Netflix documentary, I believe like her parents were like chilling downstairs, but according to like what I was reading, I think they were asleep because
I thought mom was downstairs, dad was asleep. They got mom to open
oh.
the door. They went upstairs to get dad.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I guess that's what happened because Jennifer was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed," and then on her way upstairs, she like unlocked the door and then like texted the guy like
yeah.
VIP. Oh my god, sorry. Talking about the story like it irks me because of like the intention. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like for you to like unlock the door and then like to text somebody like VIP and then like to know like your parent, ugh, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Ugh, that's like so aggravating. But anywho, like the guys came into their home and like had like her parents at gunpoint and like shot both of them. Um,
Yeah.
and
They like
then
triple tapped mom, right? Like, didn't even double tap her. They went triple
I don't know.
headshots.
Oh yeah, they were headshots, and then like her dad was also shot in the head too.
Yeah, like once in the head, once in the shoulder or
Yes,
something.
something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. So then, if you like listen to the 911 call, because it is available and it is like on the documentary, like she called the cops and she's like yelling for help and she's like, "Oh, I'm okay, Dad." Like something like that. And like, oh my god, it was so heartbreaking because you can hear like the dad like screaming in the
Oh,
back.
screaming, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then she like tells the cop, she's like, they tied me up and I hear screaming and I heard like a pop, like popping sounds or whatever. And so like the cops come and she gets like the initial interview, right? And like the initial
Hmm.
interview, they're like, holy shit, like this poor girl, like she like survived this traumatic event, like her dad's in the ICU, her mom just died, like this is terrible, right? So I don't think like the initial interview um, was much just because they were like asking her, but the way she was acting was very like upset. Like she needed like I can't. She gave the vibes of like I can't answer this for you. Like I just went through like this traumatic event. Like leave me alone, right? Like
Oh, like
she
she couldn't be bothered technically.
No, like it was like I can't answer this right now because like I'm processing, like I'm devastated kind of thing. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
actually pretty believable, right? And like the detectives and stuff were like, yeah, like you just went through some crazy shit, so like we'll let you, I don't know, sleep or some shit. I don't know,
Hmm.
right? So then uh after like interviewing, right, like family and friends and like neighbors and everything, and like trying to get like a grip of like who these people, like her parents were, right? Because they were like, were they involved in something? Were they involved in drugs, like money laundering? Like, do they owe somebody money for like gambling debt? Or like, why would somebody do this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, so things started to like not make sense to them because they're like, what the fuck? Like, if this was like a robbery,
Why'd they
which,
leave the cars, right? Like it was
yeah,
like luxury cars.
yeah. They didn't take any money, no jewelry, nothing. Like they just walked up in here and like just killed them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they're just kind of like, no, like there has to be a reason, right? And they couldn't find
Like
the reason.
she should have had them shoot her in the shoulder, right?
Something.
Like a solid flesh wound.
Yeah. You can live through it.
Yeah.
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 Not walking around talking to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just fucking so um
What an idiot. I'm such a better criminal than she is.
oh my gosh. So then while like she's like chilling or whatever, they start to go listen to the 911 call again. And they're like, the 911 call is like isn't making sense. Which I also think they should have known when she was like, I'm okay, Dad, I'm okay. If you're like trying to get away from people that are like murdering your parents and you're hiding and you're screaming, I'm okay. Like,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So, but what they picked up on was they were like, so you were tied up. So how did you call us? Because she was like supposedly like tied up to like the banister or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're like, so then how did you call us? Which this is an interesting thing on the documentary of like watching her. Cause like, bro, you could see it on her face. She's like, it's weird because she's super chill, like on the exterior, but I feel like she's probably like, fuck. Like I
Yeah.
gotta like figure something out now of like how. So she like gets up and she like shows them like how she was like tied up, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
So they're like, where's the phone? And like she puts it like in her back pocket, and she's like, so
Yeah.
like I like took it out of my back pocket, and like I called you like this or whatever. And then they were like, well, then how did you like hear the dispatcher? And she was like, I turned the volume up.
Yeah.
Duh. You know, like,
Like stuff that's kind of reasonable, right? Like
yeah.
you're like, okay, if I didn't think you were a sicko, that might be believable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then, I don't remember fully, but somehow in that same interrogation is where she said, like, she didn't like graduate high school and that she was like forging all this stuff. So then the
Oh,
detectives were,
she admitted that to
yeah,
them?
yes, I don't remember how it came up, but she like that's how like that part they were talking about of like her like forging everything.
Yo, if
So
I'm a cop, I'm like, now you're just a liar. It's
yeah,
no zero credibility now.
exactly. So the detectives were like, okay, use a lie,
Hmm.
use a lie, right? Because that's what I'd
Hmm.
be thinking. I'd be like, okay, we're dealing with a serial liar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, then I think it was a week later, her dad comes out of like the medically induced coma. And the first fucking thing he said was, yo, find out what this bitch did. And they're like,
Yeah.
what? You know, they're like, what? That's crazy. Like, and then he was like,
Because he
he
was
like,
like, my whole ass daughter was friendly with those motherfuckers.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Cause like, and he told the cops, he's like, she was walking around with the dude. She wasn't fucking tied up. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was walking around talking to them, like kikiing and shit, like so fucked up. But oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, so then like saying like she wasn't like tied up or whatever. And then the detectives like talked to her again, and I guess like well in the US too, but in Canada like they can lie to you as long as it's not a lie that you are going to falsely admit. It's basically like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
lie, right? But as long as you're not having like a confession come out of that person that is false.
Yeah.
So you can lie
Yeah.
about like a certain detail.
So you
I
could
mean,
say
it
like
happens all the
you
time.
can say like I know you were involved.
Correct. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Even
Yeah.
as simple as like they don't know everything, but they can come in the room and be like, "Listen, like Enrique told us all,
Yeah.
told us everything. So I think you need to like come clean." Right? That's a
Yeah.
lie, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Or not come clean, but they'd be like, "We need to know the details. Like, what's up?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So basically, they said that the guy was like, "So like, satellites, right?" She's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So we have like technology that we can go back on these satellites and they have like infrared some shit like that like could zoom into the house and they could like see like based on like
Yo,
body to
they were like, listen, this bitch is dumb. She
well
she didn't graduate high school, so
yeah
what we're gonna tell her?
satellites right there. Yeah, and he like says that he was like, oh, like there's like satellites and like we can like backtrack to see and like zoom into the home and see like based on body temperature where like everybody's like located in the house. And he was like, and it doesn't show that you were tied up. And that's how all that just kind of unraveled. Yeah. So of course, like they go through all her electronics, her
God
phone.
damn.
She finds like they find all the test messages between like her boy and like the hitman and like that her ex wanted like the life insurance money and like the VIP text and just everything. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then she was sentenced to life, right, along with like the hitman guys and her ex. Um,
Yeah.
but I believe she has still continued to plead not guilty. But she got life in prison. So she's always tried to appeal it. And as of right now, like her dad and her brother like completely cut like we don't want to fucking
Yeah,
talk
they
to you,
have
bitch.
yeah, they have
Yeah.
restraining
Yeah,
orders
like we don't want to
for
fucking talk to you.
3 months.
Even if you
Yeah.
want to talk to us, I don't want to talk to you. So
Yeah.
yeah, completely cut her, out of their life, which is yeah, I totally understand that. So really good documentary.
So they got granted appeals.
Oh,
Not sure if they're like fully approved, I guess. There's an approval process.
there's no way. There's
But
no
the
way.
appeals were only for the first degree murder charges because the original judge didn't give the jury an option to give them second or third degree murder. But I'm like,
It was
still murder,
well, no,
you
it
know?
was completely premeditated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely. Especially if this wasn't the second time that you thought of this shit.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah. It's very unfortunate, but obviously, like, God was watching for, like, looking out for her dad because the first thing he said was, what did she do? Find out what
He's
she did.
lying. He wakes up and he's just like, that bitch is
Yeah.
lying.
Pretty fucking much, dude. It's just such a
Oh, that was
heartbreaking
breaking my
thing.
heart.
I
Yeah,
know.
100%. Like,
It's such a heartbreaking thing because so I'm going to ask you this question because when I was reading about this on Reddit, I was fucking pissed off and I was fuming because people were sympathizing with her because they're like, "Oh, I had tiger parents too," and blah blah blah. And
I,
I'm like, "Bitch, no. There is like move out.
yeah,
Like just if you're pissed off, if like in the moment you're pissed off and that's how your life is and you just want to get away, like you're 24 years old. You could just leave and you
yeah.
could just
She,
tell your
like,
parents like
that's the thing I was reading. Like, there were people that testified in court on her side saying like her parents were extremely controlling, and I'm like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make it okay. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I was
fucking leave.
a lot of people were sympathizing with her. I was like, you guys are weird.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
that's fucked up. And probably because we're also looking at it like from, well, not even like a parent's point of view. It's fucked up no
Yeah,
matter what.
it's no, it's fucked up no matter what.
Yeah.
Like thinking about like so my parents weren't like tiger parents strict,
Yeah.
but like they had expectations. Every parent
Yeah.
has expectations, right?
Yeah.
And I never really lived up to those expectations till now. But like I never once was like, I'm gonna kill my mom.
Yeah, that's intense. Like that's never, you know what I mean? Like that's never like been a
Yeah,
thought process. So
yeah,
for someone to think that, it's like, and then for you to sympathize with them, what the fuck?
yeah. I have like my aunts and uncles are way more strict than my parents.
Yeah,
Um, but like still, I'm not like, yo, my cousin should probably kill his parents.
that's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah,
The fact
that's
that people are
crazy.
like, oh yeah, my parents required me to get straight A's too, so she was justified. Like, kick fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's so terrible. I was like, it's just so sad. All they wanted was the best for her.
But yeah, exactly,
That's all they
exactly.
wanted. And as a 24-year-old, yes, it
You
was,
should understand that.
well,
One
yeah, but
and
I'm
two, you
saying,
should have just fucking left.
yes, that's what I'm saying. You should have just left. Even if it was
Yeah,
like, even if like, even if it was like gonna be bad, right? Even if you're
yeah,
like just no contact for like a year or two,
yeah.
right? Just leave. Because after
So
a while your parents, they'll come around, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. So I don't think I think people get hung up probably on that portion of it because she tried to collect on the life insurance from her parents, which was like $500,000.
So you're
That's what it
lazy.
was. She's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right. Like she's
You're lazy.
lazy and that was the way she was going to get money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was to
And
kill
out for
them.
some stupid ass dick,
That's
bro.
that's what it was, realistically. So like the people that are like, "Oh yeah, she had crazy parents." I'm like, "No, this bitch didn't do it cuz her parents were crazy. She
Mm-hmm.
did it because she was broke and they were paying for everything and she wanted more money still without having to do shit."
So
You know what I
terrible.
mean? Like, so like when you were telling me about this, and I was like, okay, I kind of got to look this crazy lady up. The whole time I'm reading things, I'm like, this chick's nuts. And then I saw the life insurance thing, and I'm like, that's why she did it.
Yeah.
Immediately, I was like, that's why she did it. It wasn't because her parents were mean parents. You know what I
And
mean?
she just wanted to live a life with her boo.
Yeah. He sold
Crazy.
drugs or something, right? Like he was a pot dealer.
He's like the silliest looking drug dealer ever. It looked like
Like,
he was dealing Tylenol.
oh man.
Like he
What was his name?
Daniel.
Daniel.
I don't know. Yang Lee.
I think it's Wong.
Wong. Yeah. Yeah. Like he.
This is the guy?
Yeah.
This
He.
is the guy?
Yeah. He looks like he's been dealing fucking Benadryl.
You killed your parents for this guy?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I cannot believe it. It's wild. It's a very
You
wild
know, it's
story.
it's a different thing if like maybe he was like, yo, your parents, and not to like justify anything she did, but like, what if he put the idea in her head and inceptioned her into it to try to get the money? You know what I mean?
Of course.
Granted, they're both like complicit in it,
Of
obviously.
course.
Like she's not,
Yeah.
but like,
He was probably
you
like,
know,
oh my God, like, if this happens and you'll get the money and then I'll just leave Christine and then you and I can
yeah,
live a fantastic life
yeah, at the
as
University of Toronto,
as
like
liars while I go deal
Benadryl.
Benadryl for us.
He's like, I
Maybe
got
something a little
Benadryl, I
bit.
got Claritin. Like, I mean, we're set.
Yeah, he looks like the softest drug dealer
Yeah,
ever.
like
Yeah.
like he's the drug dealer. Like when you see him in the streets, you're like not scared to walk by him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. You would just assume like if he was dealing drugs, it'd be like Molly or something. You know,
yeah,
like something very
yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah. So I remember seeing a drug dealer just because we're talking about drug dealers, but I remember seeing a drug dealer behind the Stratosphere when me and my friend were in high school walking. I have no idea why we were walking from
That's dangerous.
like like Main Street, like downtown Las Vegas to like Treasure Island
Yeah, that's super
at like
dangerous.
10 at night.
It's okay. I've done that too with my cousins.
But like this dude was like, "Yo, y'all want to buy some crack?" We're like,
No.
"What the fuck? Crack?" But he like I'm 100% sure he wasn't joking because he looked like a
Oh,
crackhead.
I'm sure. I'd be like,
And it was
what
behind
the
the Stratosphere.
fuck? I'd be like, no thanks. I'm good.
Like, nah, we're good, bro.
Nah.
Alright.
Well,
Smoke crack with me.
well, that's all I have. I think that's it
That's
for the episode if
crazy.
you want to wrap up.
That's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can end it.
But
Yeah.
definitely check out that episode. Maybe for the next one we'll talk about the Ashley Madison one because that one's a little juicy.
Is that one just one long thing, or is
No,
there episodes
it's
for
like
that?
three. It's like three little
Okay.
episodes. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it for this week. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. I hope you're enjoying summer break. We'll catch you next Thursday, and be safe and don't do drugs.
And happy Father's Day.
Oh yeah, happy Father's Day. Definitely, just do drugs safely. Okay, bye.
Yeah, yeah.